to another riveting episode of Audit the Fraudit. In today's episode, we find Chile de Castro, delete Lawz, coming upon a cop sitting in his car in a driveway where he takes the opportunity to stalk the officer and harass him. There is no explanation needed. It's a delete Lawz video, so there really is no explanation, so let's just roll it. Although I did add the red S to the word talk to correct it to stalk, I did not add the creepy stalking music. That was all Chile's doing. Kind of funny, isn't it?
Just hiding in the dark, huh? Because if you're coming down the road right here, you can't really see him because he's hiding behind this building right here. But the ironic part is that you can see him just barely if you look. If you're driving down this road right here, then this guy's hiding right here behind this building, and this is
incorrect, Chile, unless you mean he's hiding in plain sight. He's parked with half the squad sticking out, lit by the building next door, as well as exposing the white part of the car. Chile, it's time for a new pair of glasses. You are blind.
This is officer. What are you guys doing? How are you guys doing tonight?
Good, yeah.
Okay. I have a channel called Delete Lawz. I film cops and I ask them questions. I'm just curious. You know, what are you doing?
Running traffic.
Running traffic. But you're hiding.
I can't sit on the roadway.
Chile's at a loss for words because he knows that if he found the officer parked in the street, he'd have to come up with some crap that the officer's blocking the road. Chile doesn't like logic, so his mini brain is spinning to think of something else to blame the officer for.
Maybe you're not aware how horrible the relations are between citizens and police.
Mm-hmm. No
right?
idea.
This is a huge reason. This is, I mean, because people are coming down this road here, and then he's hiding behind a building. And
I was incorrect. It's actually more than half the car sticking out. Please, someone please, in the comments, explain to me how this officer is hiding.
you can, the black, the white, it's just, I mean, you don't see a fundamental problem with what you're doing as a human being right now?
I can ask the same question of you, Chile.
You don't see a fundamental problem?
No, I don't.
You think it's okay to sit here and hide and then give people tickets?
Oh, I'm not hiding. You can see me. You can see me.
Well, I look out for cops, but do you think that this is you think what you're doing right now is a worthwhile, good endeavor for a man, a human male? And as you know, there are hunters and gatherers, so you're a hunter. You think that this is the appropriate thing for you to do with your life, to sit here like this?
Once again, I asked the same question of you, Chile.
And hide and try to collect revenue for the city or the state or the county?
No. I think what I'm doing is perfectly great.
You think what you're doing is perfectly great?
Yeah.
You epitomize the reason why we have such bad relationship with police.
No, I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is when officers overstep their boundaries. But I think what I'm doing is great, considering we just almost had a fatal accident right here.
So you're here to save people's lives?
Yeah, actually I did just save someone's life in that intersection last week.
You did?
So,
Well, tell your story, man. I mean, you got the mic. What happened? You saved someone's life?
I did.
What was the story?
Auto versus pedestrian. Car speeding down the road, hit a pedestrian. Had to do CPR in the middle of the road.
You did that last week?
I did, last Wednesday.
Well, thank you for doing that for another human being.
By sitting here, I can observe vehicles speeding, vehicles potentially running that red light. So, yeah, I feel sitting here is doing a good job for the citizens.
I don't know. I think what would do a better job, just to play devil's advocate here, if you pulled out 2 feet and just turned on your cherries, and then people would realize that, you know what, you could hit someone on the road here, and then a man may have to give another man CPR in the streets if you
but
just
if I
alerted
pull forward,
people.
I'm blocking the sidewalk.
You could turn your cherries on right there where you are, or just your emergency lights to flash back and forth, and everybody would be able to see there was a cop sitting here. And you know what they would do then? They would slow down their driving so you wouldn't have to hit somebody in the street over here, and you wouldn't have to give CPR.
I feel that migraine coming on. Breathe, Cupcake. It's okay. He's just an idiot. Okay, better now. Chili, first of all, you know that if he had his lights on, you would complain about using his emergency lights when not in an emergency situation. Secondly, the reason he doesn't do that is because he doesn't want drivers to see him from blocks away. If they did, yes, they would slow down, but then speed up right after they pass the officer and crash 2 blocks away. So by putting the lights on, he's just saying, go drive drunk somewhere else instead of taking the driver off the road.
Well, I actually have to go make a traffic stop, so I appreciate what you're doing, sir.
Okay.
You have a safe night, okay?
You too. Well, what he doesn't understand is that he's got to make a traffic stop and I have an audit to do.
This is pure comedy right here. Chili is now going to run after the officer.
Run, Forrest! Run away! Hurry!
How you doing? Oh, what happened? What happened?
I'm getting him off the roadway.
Run, Forrest! Run away! Hurry!
So we're just gonna pop right here real quick here. So this is Green Lincoln.
Head west on West 41st Avenue toward 8th Street. In 800 feet. Head north toward West 43rd Avenue.
You good?
I'll be right back with you, okay?
How come he said he pulled you over?
It was my fault.
Speeding?
No, I made a mistake. I turned right where I shouldn't have turned.
Oh, so you made a funny turn or something?
I just turned right. I probably shouldn't have done
You turned right?
it. Yeah. Right here on 44.
Oh, so it was a moving infraction or something?
Just the turn, I think.
Just the turn itself? I just saw you driving and I didn't know.
Yeah, we're fine.
Well, you're.
So I appreciate you
Yeah, I appreciate. You know,
doing this.
you always just want to make sure you always film cops. Always, 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 because you just never know what you're gonna get.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
You know, and so it's like, you know, there's, you want to think that there's some good. See, like, it's like this stuff right here, right? Is this business open? So like, it's like stuff like this, like, it's crappy things like this that just make people super, super mad. And I just don't understand it.
Oh, Chili, there are so many things you just don't understand. That is one of your biggest problems.
Is this? It's like stuff like that. It just drives. It drives citizens crazy. You know, it's like I was telling this man, like parking your car like this, you don't need to park like that. There's no emergency. You could have parked just like a normal human being. But you parking like this makes you the center, and you shouldn't be. You should have as little intrusion into the public as possible. But instead of that, what you've done is you've parked your car in the middle of the roadway in front of a business, and it's all about you and what you're doing. There's plenty of parking spaces right down there. Why don't you just pull over there?
No, it's all about you and what you are doing, Chili. Migraine's coming back. I can get through this, though. So, Chili, he's supposed to pull someone over and then have the driver wait while he properly parks the car. Then you'd complain that he's taking extra time on the call. It's a business that's closed. There's no one else there. He's not blocking anything, and now he has his lights on like you wanted. Please, find something better to complain about.
Hey, officer, I want to ask you one more question real quick before you go.
At this point, if Chili asks him what the Third Amendment is, I would so not be surprised.
So when do we bridge the gap here?
I can't hear you. One second. I need to move so he can. I'll meet you right over there.
Sure, I'll talk to you. I'm Chili. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Joey. Nice to meet you. So I'm against police. I'm against cops. Okay. I think that cops are the problem in our culture, the problem in our society.
No shit.
And so what I've been trying to do lately, trying to have some common ground with you guys. Yeah. Because it's me just saying F you, I hate you. It's not doing any good.
Correct.
We've been saying it for 20 years. Nothing's changing.
But you've probably said it more than anyone else, Chili. And I'm sure you'll be back to calling them a piggy in your next video, which will probably be in like 10 minutes from when this video ends.
Do you know?
Yeah.
So when do we bridge the gap and you guys start to realize that just hiding and pulling us over, or giving DUIs or setting up checkpoints and stuff like that, you're not creating a society where we want to work together. We're against you now.
Chili, you and a bunch of uneducated, jobless, clueless frauditors are not everyone. So just speak for yourself, please. Darn, I think some ticks are coming back. I'm so good to continue, don't worry.
Answer me this. By setting up checkpoints, how is that harming?
That's Nazi. Because in America, you're supposed to be able to travel down the road without having to turn your papers over to your government or have your chemicals checked.
Dumbass! Oh, sorry, that just came out. Okay, I'm okay now. Chili, how dare you compare a checkpoint to the Holocaust? The Nazis set up checkpoints to find Jewish people to rip them from their families, take all their belongings, and send them to concentration camps. How is that in any way comparable to a checkpoint, which is meant to keep unsafe drivers off the road to protect everyone else? You moron! Oh, okay, I'm good now, sorry.
It's a Nazi thing.
So you would rather have someone drive down the road that's intoxicated
Yes.
to potentially kill you or your
Yes. I would rather have dangerous freedom than a police state. And so the idea that you swore to uphold the oath to the Constitution.
Which would be someone's in violation of the law by driving over a legal limit while intoxicated.
But that's not the Constitution. The Constitution is that we have the right to travel freely in the United States. That you and I can travel freely without having to stop and be checked by government agencies.
Okay, but if you're breaking the law.
But I'm not breaking the law. A Nazi
You're right.
check.
That's why I'm talking to you.
Right.
You're not breaking the law.
Yeah, I'm not breaking. And I'm treating you good. I don't agree with what you do. I don't agree with your occupation. I don't agree with police at all. I've openly said I'm versus you.
So just like this guy that just ran the red light.
But did he hurt anybody?
Potentially, that car was about to pull him out.
But he didn't hurt anybody.
So in Chili's weird world, you can only give a driver a ticket if they hurt someone. It's wrong for officers to do anything to prevent the person from hitting anyone. I seriously think it's time to put Chili on a boat and send him out to sea. Let the sharks deal with this crap from now on.
I don't know if you, I
Not
don't
at that time.
Right. But this idea of law enforcement, you didn't sign a law enforcement agreement. You signed a peace
So
officers.
what do you do for a job?
This is it. I'm going to change this country. I'm going to change this. Oh, so
You say you don't respect my career. I
Okay,
don't
so-
respect what you do.
No,
but
what
I'm
I'm gonna
still
do is
gonna
end-
talk to you.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
a civil
yeah.
matter, right?
yeah, I haven't called you any names. I haven't
Right,
been,
and I haven't called you any
I haven't
names.
yelled or cursed. But what I'm saying to you is you're not a law enforcer. You're a rights protector. You're a peace officer.
Okay.
You are a peace officer. You did sign a peace officers agreement.
Correct.
That's your certificate, right? So law enforcement comes from the war on drugs and the war on prohibition. And we're still living through this prohibition war, and you think it's okay to set up Nazi checkpoints. Do you think you think checkpoents
I
are
don't do
okay?
checkpoints.
You don't do
Do I
checkpoints.
think checkpoints are okay? Yes.
How you swore to uphold the Constitution, though, man.
I'm also sworn to uphold the law.
Right, but checkpoints are against the law. The Constitution is the premier law of the
Can you
land.
show me where it's against the law?
Absolutely, we have the right to travel freely in the United States of America. There are dozens of Supreme Court cases that say that.
Well, I appreciate your time tonight.
Listen,
Unfortunately, I do have a job that I have to be doing. I
you-
decided to take a couple minutes to at least.
But you like this job.
interact
You think
with
that you think it's going good.
I love it.
Do you think that the interaction between citizens and police is going positive?
I do, especially with how I police. With my department, I would say our interaction with the community is great.
How do you say it?
Mountain View?
Mountain View. Listen, I
And
hope.
Here, let me explain why I feel that.
Sure.
What other agency do you know in the state that actually every month has a community relation event?
When is it?
This week, we're actually doing it Saturday. We're doing a back-to-school drive.
Where?
Just a couple weeks, right down here at town of Mountain View.
The
4176.
town of Mountain View, 4176 what?
Benton.
Benton?
Yep. So we do a back-to-school drive. We've done free car washes for fathers on Father's Day. We've gave away bikes to kids in the community. Let's see. We've held National Night Out to bring the community together, come talk to us, interact with us, see what else we can be doing to help build that bond. We've done tons of activities. We do one every month. So by all means, you can look it up on our website, Town of Mountain View. We're doing a back-to-school drive, free car washes for fathers on Father's Day. We've gave away bikes to kids in the community.
See, this is one of the problems. The officer just went on about all the good the police are doing for the community, and Chili this chump can only concentrate on the part of the website that reads pay your ticket here, as if there's nothing else on the entire site but them trying to get money from innocent people. In reality, that link is there so people who get tickets have a convenient and easy way to pay their tickets. You know what? Forget the sea and the sharks. I wouldn't put that kind of abuse on those poor sharks. Instead, just put this Chili chump on a deserted island with a mannequin dressed like a police officer to keep him busy for years to come, and throw in the other frauditors as well. Let them all sort it out amongst themselves.
Town of Mountain View this Saturday.
you'll
What time
see-
is that at?
I believe it's from 11 to 3 p.m.
Do you arrest people sometimes?
No, actually we don't.
You don't arrest people?
Not at these events, no.
No, but do you arrest people in general?
course, yep.
So do you know where you take them though?
Yep, Jefferson County Courthouse or Jefferson County Jail.
And if you've never been through that, then you don't understand what it's like. I hear your point of
I don't
view.
put myself in that situation.
I didn't either the first time I went to the dungeon. You told me the good things you do, but what you don't understand is that if you haven't been through that dungeon system, you only have to go once and you end up being a guy like me with a guy with a camera filming cops all the time because it's so horrendous.
Just so you're aware, I'm one of 9.
You're one of 9?
Yeah, so I've had 3. I've had a sister in prison for child abuse, I've had a sister in prison for drugs, and I've had a brother in jail for drugs. So I do understand.
So you've been there? You went down and visited him in jail?
Yeah, I have.
It's horrendous.
Yeah.
It's horrendous.
And you know what? It doesn't impact how I do my job. It actually makes me do my job better because I've had relatives in that situation.
So you don't want to take people to jail?
If I don't have to, I don't. Yeah.
Because I don't want to ever go to jail. I've never
But
belonged
if
going to a
it's-
jail.
I feel if it's someone does something that is interfering with the safety of myself or a third party, and I feel they need to be held in a jail, yeah.
Right.
Arrest
Those
them
are for
and take them to
violent people. But your sister going to jail for drugs, probably a bad place to put her. She has a drug problem. She needs help. She needs
Yeah,
to
and it got her the help actually.
the jail did?
Yeah.
You
Because
think?
we also have resources that we can allot to them.
But we have like a 90% recidivation rate. People who go back to jail.
Well, that's on their own person.
And then you wear a
on us.
blue stripe on your badge,
Yeah,
which
do you even know what that means?
yeah, it's supposed to be for fallen officers that you're
Supposed to be.
commemorating.
So why would I have this on?
Well, but what it does for the public like
Just
me,
answer me that. Why do I have this on?
you're supposed to supposedly you are
Because I
commemorating
just had a deputy that was shot and
shot and killed, right?
Thank you. Have a
Right.
safe-
But what we see it as is we see it as a gang symbol. That's just how we see it. You don't have to walk away angry. I wasn't mean to you. I'm just talking to you, man. See you, Captain.
Well, another Frauditor video, well, a Chili video anyway, bites the dust. Please keep in mind that I was not making fun of migraine sufferers or people who suffer from Tourette's syndrome. I was only making fun of Chili because he's Chili and there's no other way to deal with the video of his. But I do it for you because my viewers are just that important to me. Anyway, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, Please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day and night.